Senses are controlled by the mind. The senses want something and the mind controls it. If it feels good, it says okay. If it doesn't feel good, it says, no, I don't like it. That's it. Those are its main functions. I like it, I don't. Emotional or sensual. It's a beautiful thing. Let's buy it for the interior. The mind will immediately agree. The intellect will say, how much does it cost? The intellect is assessing. It takes its time, see? It knows the mind can be wrong. How much does it cost? What's the quality? If the price suits me, if the quality suits me, yes, let's take it. It's the intellect. In a marriage, you like a girl. The intellect says, she's not married, no? If she is, forget it. That's it, let's go away. If the intellect lacks strength, then even if she's married, I still like her. I'll go to get acquainted anyway. It's the mind that acts. It's the power of the sense and the mind. Above the mind is the intellect. It may be sufficiently developed. It may not be developed sufficiently, but it nourishes power precisely if we want to develop it, from the sacred instructions exclusively. The process is called Shruti. If the mind simply says, let's do this in this case, let's do that in that case, it rearranges. Then the intellect, Shruti, it has to hear exactly. Not just this way, or the way I want it, or the way it turns out, but to know for sure from above. And what is above the intellect? Shruti is divine knowledge. That is spiritual knowledge. Therefore, in the Vedas it is said, the intellect is controlled by the Vedas. The Vedas is Shruti. It is heard from above. All the prophets are giving us Shruti. The commandments heard from above. The prophet Muhammad had heard. Moses had heard from above. This is called Shruti. It is the intellect that receives. And the mind touches, observes, smells, and accepts, rejects. It works here, in this dimension. So when you address the intellect, not only questions about the price and about money, but also from the position of Shruti, what am I doing? Domestic things. You can live as you want. It's not controlled. Anything you need, you buy. If you like it, you can buy it. Organize your life as you like. No one interferes there. You earn money somehow, nobody interferes there. As long as you don't break any laws, that's all. The laws of purity and honesty. And as for the meaning of this whole thing to put in this house, here Shruti is necessary. So I'll tell you right away, what you build your house for, or buy a flat or things, for what purpose, the intellect must answer. Well, in the simple way, what for? Let's answer without higher matters. Security. Well, security, again, refers to our personal existence. Is there some purpose above, other than myself? For self-development, how do I use it? To invite guests. Invite guests, right? That is already Shruti. It is a heard thing. The mind will tell me, in case that only mind and senses are talking, why should I invite guests often? They will eat everything. I have no money. And if I invite them, I won't have much to offer. Let them bring food with them. The mind is calculating. It will think from the position of such benefit, and the intellect will obey, will say yes, yes, yes. And as a result, you will never have guests. You won't have any friends. You're going to live a very strange life, in loneliness and envy. And if you follow this instruction, which our ancestors also tell us, guests, you know very well in the culture of Kazakhstan, Central Asia, that the most tasty things are not put on the table at home, but hidden. For whom? The guest will come. This is Shruti. The kids will say, gimme, I want it. You'll say no. Why not? The guest is coming, and they start to bring this up since childhood. The guest is more important, it turns out. Why? It's a relationship with the world. That any flat is a gopher's burrow, you know? And every gopher is an agronomist, so they say. He comes out of there, looks and drags everything into the hole. All that he throws out is just the rubbish. That's not life. That's the life of a gopher. A human has hospitality, you see. These are already kind of laws of civilization. I'm just giving examples, which may concern our life, some decisions. And if you set these spiritual goals in Shruti, you will know what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. If you have a goal to develop your family, to create a good family, or to create a dynasty, even a great one, if you have such a goal and knowledge, everything else will obey this principle. You will be easily able to understand how to live, what things to buy, what kind of upbringing, what kind of education you want to give, how to manage some things, how to keep and strengthen your family. Then everything what you need will come to you. So you cannot live according to your own whim. That's what we are talking about. One should know the laws of existence.